It is a beautiful and gorgeous evening for soccer. 69 degrees here at Wildcat Stadium at Eagan High School. We have a South Suburban Conference matchup between the visiting Burnsville Blaze and your Eagan Wildcats. Good evening, everyone. My name is Skip Noon alongside my broadcast partner, Nathan Cron. Once again, Nathan, the Wildcats really kind of searching for a win here. It's been more of a struggle this season with the 4 wins, 3 draws, 2 losses. An opportunity against Burnsville as usual.
Yeah, the Burnsville soccer program, both on the boys and girls side, really kind of still rebuilding and making some positive steps forward. But you see them there breaking down out of their huddle. But the Wildcats, you saw momentarily just a moment ago, they absolutely need to have a dominating start to finish type of effort that is going to create and put to rest the questions of, hey, can we get back to where we were last year? Can we recapture some of that old magic?
Yeah, absolutely. You talked about Burnsville, rebuilding the program and just looking at the stats. Of course, the wins and losses doesn't really, I think, tell the full picture. With just 1 draw and 11 losses in their 12 matchups. However, 7 goals scored, 34 against. Honestly, that's better than what they've done historically from what I remember. It feels like it's been even more lopsided in the past. So I am intrigued to see if Burnsville can, be better than what we've seen in past years. From a Wildcats perspective, it's a game where they're probably looking at this as a must-win. We'll get you the starting lineup as both teams have taken the pitch. You see the starting goalkeeper Zach Rojas going back to the north end, the end that the Wildcats will be defending. They're wearing their customary home blues, going left to right across your screen. Burnsville, the black shorts, the white tops, going right to left. They've got Nick White, Mendez, Hernandez, TK, Ramos, Prieto, Boys, Cadwell, Mejia, Vernon Anderson, and Wenning. The starting 11 for the Blaze, and for the Wildcats, as I mentioned, Rojas back in net, Galberry, Mason Axelrod, Colin Bray, Graham Johnson, Zan Oliat, Kevin Katora, Eddie Katora, Owen Gentilla, the freshman Kai Wendorf, and Jonathan Tesdall. As usual, one of the center backs. The Wildcats have it far side corner with a throw, looking to put on some early pressure, see if they can get a shot on goal here in the first or the early minutes of this match. Second half of our back-to-back girls and boys game. The girls unfortunately losing 2-1 to Champlin Park.
Yeah, big win for the Rebels coming down here to take on the Wildcats and see if the boys can reverse trend here.
Well, this one's played through really nicely. However, defended, but still the threat is on for the Wildcats. They played inside. This is Katora, brings it back, and that one from a tight angle is saved.
Save for Nick White.
Nice save by White, but again, a tight angle there for Katora. Really tough to score from basically right on the goal line.
I think I would have liked to have seen him take that shot the minute he got it, Skip. It seemed like he didn't need to dribble that ball towards the end line. He could have just gone to goal with 1 touch.
Johnson trying to go over the top to Katora. And that one goes back to White. He'll roll one out to his defense, and they'll try to build from the back. Burnsville controlling, pressured by Johnson into touch. It'll be a Burnsville throw. Mentioned a gorgeous night, 69 degrees. Pretty much no wind to speak of. The sun has set low enough where it's no longer a factor here at Wildcat Stadium. Thank you so much to everyone watching Eagan TV's broadcast of the game. Match just underway here, and we're in the 3rd minute. Burnsville play this one back to White. Can't pick it up, so he'll play that with his feet. Wildcats putting on some pressure, trying to force a turnover deep in the Burnsville end. That one's misplayed after the good pass. Bray. Here's Gentilla. Draws 2 defenders, left foot shot, that one's blocked. Johnson. He's got Kevin Katora back for support. Johnson cross. Gets by everybody, unfortunately, but the offside flag is up. So that wouldn't have counted regardless.
Whistle on the play. Wildcats
I was impressed with
offside.
Johnson serving that ball in, Skip. He really had some whip on that and some curve on it. And at first I thought, oh, this is just going to go across and go out of play, but he really created something there, and that was really nice to see.
Like to see a Wildcat on the other end of that, redirecting that one to goal. But you need the good pass first, and then you can work on the finish later. That one unfortunately gets by Johnson. Burnsville into the Wildcat half. Doing a nice job of playing the short game.
Yeah, the longer the Burnsville Blaze control the soccer ball and control the game, I mean, that's a major positive for them, right? I mean, the ability, look how they're spreading the field out. They're making confident, firm passes to each other. You know, that's the kind of play that if you're going to take on this Wildcat team and be successful, that's what you need to do, and they're doing it right now.
Eagan looks like they're trying to play very direct so far, you know, early in the match. Really trying to pressure that back line, see if they can't penetrate early and get some pressure on White. So far, the Burnsville defenders and goalkeeper up to the challenge. This one's going to be an offside.
Whistle on the play. Wildcats
Easily
offside.
by a couple of yards there. Katora behind the
It
defense.
will be an indirect free kick for Burnsville.
Yeah, Katora doing a nice job of being even with the defense. Unfortunately, even in this situation, turned into on the wrong side of the offside line. And Gentilla, I think if Gentilla had been able to play that ball just an instant earlier, Katora would have been off to the races, but good defense that time by the Blaze forced Gentilla to take, I think, maybe an extra touch or two, Skip, and that created some of that extra aberration.
Bray got a foot on that. O'Berry stepped up. Wildcats unable to control here are the Blaze once again in the middle third. I turned that one over, but then Couture gives it right back. Very patient, indirect possession game so far for Burnsville.
It's good looking football, Skip. From my perspective, it's quality football right now.
They come in with 7 goals in their 12 matches, so that suggests that they struggle to connect in the attacking third. But step one, oh, that's a nice pass through. It's onside, plays it in. That shot saved by White.
Shot taken down. Oleac,
Unable
number
to
10,
get
the
the
save. Nick White.
Rebound, but here's Katora crossing. That one headed out. Bray first to get it. Can he keep it in? Yes. A little heavy on that one, and this one's played into touch, but I believe the Wildcats have earned the first
Corner kick for the
quarter of
Wildcats
the match.
upcoming. Substitution for the Wildcats into the game. Jonas Schifra, number 5. Going out, Eddie Katora, number 16.
Schifra coming in for Katora. Wonder if the bench wants to talk to Katora about he's been offside twice now.
Corner kick for the
Maybe they just wanna
Wildcats
have a
from the
quick
far
chat with him
side,
about
but Zan Oleac, number
what he
10
needs to
on
keep
the
his
kick.
eyes on, but Schifra in.
Oleat, far post, too far over everybody, and this will be a goal kick. Not sure why that backside player doesn't adjust to the ball. It's almost like he's
Blaze.
playing his defender instead of playing the ball, but regardless, controlled by Burnsville. Gentilla wanted to catch his opponent napping, but couldn't quite get there in time. Oh, nice steal there. Johnson feeds it. Oleat one-on-one. That one gets by him. Now another defender coming over. Barely kept in. Now played out for a throw-in right near the corner flag for the Wildcats. This will be the freshman Wendorf. Lobbed in, White up to the challenge.
Yeah, so far so good for the Blaze. They've done a good job of controlling the ball. They've had, I would say they've probably had maybe just a little bit more possession even than the Wildcats. And granted, they haven't created any scoring opportunities, but step number one is get some possession of the ball. And then step number two is try to score.
Opportunity here if they can get that last pass through. They cannot. It's cleared across. Bray unable to track that one down. Oliat comes up with it, and now the Wildcats will attempt to possess for a bit themselves as Tesdal. Axelrod finds its way back to Tesdal. Far side, Wendorf. Goes long, offside flag is already up. So I remember last year the back line of Burnsville playing aggressively up, and it led to a lot of breakaways and a lot of goals for the Wildcats. It looks like they're still, they're not afraid to play up aggressively, but maybe more effective. I mean, they're drawing the offside flag, so far so good for the Burnsville back line.
Wildcats really just need to adjust, don't they, Skip? They just need to adjust. If the Burnsville's going to play in that type of a role, then the Cats have got to find a way to take that, to adjust from that. And right now, so far yet, early in the game, 10 minutes in, they still haven't been able to make that adjustment.
Saw Schiffer pressuring White on that last pass back right now. Some loose pressure, getting a little more aggressive there by Gentile, and that forces the turnover. Bray plays Galberry. Tesdal. Turned over. Burnsville gives that one back. Nice control there by Wendorf. Nice slide tackle. Goes right to Bray. Galberry. Nice job using Tesdal. Long ball. Schiffer's there. He's got a defender. Couple of them. See if he can make something happen. He goes right. Defender follows. Johnson didn't like his shot. Plays it back and just outside the reach. A nice cross by Johnson again. And once again, the Wildcats can't quite
Johnson goes out of bounds. Goal kick
pull it off on the backside. Sliding in there. Unable to make contact. I believe that was Oliat.
It was a sneaky little left foot cross, wasn't it?
Yeah, Johnson doing a nice job of setting up his teammates. They just need to connect on the backside, and the goals are there to be had. They can find that connecting pass, as it is Burnsville once again building out of their back. Cross midfield. This one's switch field to near side. Long shot. Easy save. Rojas. That
shot
felt like
Blaze. Brian Ramos, number 10.
really just under pressure. I'm going to get rid of this and blast it towards goal.
Well, doing anything to get the ball into the attacking third for the Blaze, probably not a bad idea. And if it had resulted in maybe some extended attacking third zone time, so to speak, maybe that would have turned off just fine.
Another long ball by the Wildcats. Oliat comes down with it. Once again, drawing a defender, brings it back. He's got a right foot shot on the ground and a goal near side.
Whistle prior
but
to the
the
shot.
flag
Wildcats
is up
offside.
again.
No shot.
Wildcats have an offside problem
indirect free kick, Burnsville.
They absolutely do. That's 4 times in the first 13 minutes. And the offside, I'm not sure who the offside was against, if it was Oliat or somebody else, but in any event, well before Oliat ever got the ball, the flag went up. You could hear the Burnsville fans shouting for the referee to take a look at the offside, the assistant referee. And whatever the Eagan coaching staff needs to do to get this back down to where it belongs, that's what they need to do. Because right now, Blaze doing a nice job of being disciplined on that back line, Skip.
Yeah, and really, from a coaching perspective, I mean, it's reminding your forwards, hey guys, you got to be aware of where you are on the pitch. I mean, it's not that hard to know where that last defender is. Adjust. You know, a few offside calls, it shows you're being aggressive, and that's a good thing. 4 and 13 minutes shows now you're not using your head, and they need to figure this out. Schifferoff pushed from behind, but takes it. Gentilla couldn't have gotten there anyway.
I think he was in an offside position, Skip. I think he was offside. The assistant referee looked like he was ready to raise his flag. So the Cats have got to do a better job of that. They've got to get dialed in.
Burnsville near side, no pressure.
I have to say, I'm interested to see the Wildcats allowing the Blaze possession. Historically, that has not been the case, Skip. Historically, the Wildcats would tend to pressure teams defensively, but now you can see they're just hanging back, and if Burnsville wants the ball at the 50-yard line, they'll give it to them.
I believe this is, that was number 11 on the near side. Really tough to see the gold letters on the white jerseys of the Blaze. Apologize if I don't get their names. There's Prieto. Another long shot. That one's wide. So 2 harmless long shots so far
Goal kick for the
for
Wildcats.
Burnsville.
That shot for Brian Ramos, number 10, goes wide.
Wildcats
Goal kick Wildcats, and a substitution for the
adjust
Wildcats, number 11, Jackson.
their game, and maybe part of it is if you're going to be offside consistently, maybe stop with the long balls and try to build a little bit more with the short game.
Well, the Cats certainly can. I think, Skip, I think we've seen them at different times this season against different opponents play both types of games. But at the same time, the Cats, we talked about it with the girls game. The girls have 3 games left in their regular season. These boys have 4 games left in their regular season. They have an extra non-conference game against the Minnetonka Skippers, which I think is Saturday, if I'm not mistaken. In any event, Cats need to get dialed in here for their playoff run, right? I mean, they're almost certainly going to be a number 1 or 2 seed in their section. They have the loss to Rosemount may hurt them in terms of getting a 1 seed. But, we'll see how that goes. But ultimately, the Wildcats need to be dialed in and ready to go for a section playoff and perhaps another state run. And so getting those connections and working out those things in the offensive third, vitally important.
The Wildcats with a turnover, but then got it right back, and now they control far side. Oh, a nice spin move outside the foot. Slide tackle by the Blaze. Be a throw for the Wildcats.
I think that's a good tackle. If Oliot's got a head of steam, I think anything you can do to dispossess him and slow that momentum is a good idea, Skip.
I agree. He's a dangerous with the ball on his foot. And Axelrod. Katora plays it in, headed to the middle. Cleared but not out. Brought down. The shot deflected.
Shot taken. Jonas Schifferoff, number 5, blocked by the Blaze defense.
Looked like he had good contact. Unfortunately, a defender was in the way.
I honestly think that's the hardest, best shot I've seen Schifferoff hit all season from this booth. So more of that, please, Jonas.
Kevin Katora will take the deep throw down near the flag. Played back. And offside again.
Now, to be fair,
Wildcats
that's a very
offside.
typical.
Direct free
still
kick, Burnsville.
Not a good thing, but a fairly typical, you throw the ball in, guy plays it right back to you off the deep throw in, and guess what? You're in an offside position, but you know what? If you're going to make that throw, he either needs to know where you are or you need to hustle into an onside position, because that's opportunity is wasted.
That was an interesting move there by Schifra. Really nice job shielding and then getting it to a teammate. Unfortunately, that ball's too strong. Heavy a boot there.
Goal kick for the Blaze.
And it'll be a goal kick for Burnsville here in the 19th minute. Still scoreless at Wildcat Stadium.
Yeah, I have to say, Skip, given the relative position of these two teams, these two programs, to be scoreless halfway through the first half, I don't think that I would have had that on my bingo card.
Yeah, I've been really impressed with the Burnsville possession, the patience. Hasn't resulted in any sort of dangerous scoring opportunity, but it's preventing the Wildcats from getting a lot of decent chances, and that's a big part of the game too. Nice job by Schifra coming back. Oliad in a group, goes across. Johnson puts that one through the uprights. The field goal
shot
is
taken,
good.
Graham Johnson, number 9. It is out of bounds.
Obviously got way under that one.
I'm not suggesting it's panic
Substitution
time
for
for the Wildcats necessarily,
Burnsville
Skip,
into the
or anything
game is
like
number
that,
17, Giancarlo
at the
Lechuga
same
Morales.
I think everybody and all the Wildcat fans, all the players, everybody would like to see the Wildcats get one soon here. That one goes, I think, into touch for a throw-in. But I think if the longer this goes scoreless, the more the Wildcats are going to start asking questions of themselves, like, what are we doing here?
Yes.
And that could be potentially corrosive.
Well, you start to get frustrated, you start to panic, you'll see less patience, and then just poor decisions and poor soccer. Oh, a nice step up there. Axelrod, unfortunately, too heavy off his boot. Unable to turn that into an attack. Burnsville throws that one in. Axelrod. Katora just outside of his reach. Burnsville once again. Side, they bring it back to that defender. Played into touch off of Oliat. White, Schifra harassing him.
A little extra push there. I have to say, I'm a little surprised there might not. That could have been a whistle.
And that would have been the first foul of the game. We still haven't had one this match.
Yeah, I think we've probably just cursed ourselves. We'll probably have 20 of them between now and halftime. But you're absolutely right. It's been a relatively free-flowing match between these two teams, and as the Cats still looking for some magic.
There, I think, would have been a foul on Eagan, but the ref indicated advantage. Play resumes. Oh, right idea, just didn't quite come off. Bray has difficult controlling that one. He's there again, tips it over. Seehafer. His long ball was deflected, but still gets Schifra back. Seehafer has a couple of defenders between him and the goal. He plays this one back. Nice defense. Trying to go between 3 of them. He gets by 2. Opportunity if he can get a shot in the angle. He does! It looked like it went off the crossbar or saved.
Seehafer, number 11.
Seehafer making something out of nothing. Almost got the first goal of the match. think the save was credited.
Yeah, I think that was
White.
a save. Absolutely. Brilliant. It was a brilliant save, brilliant shot. Jackson Seehafer proving to be the general contractor. He handled the plumbing, the electrical, the framing. Just didn't quite, unfortunately for him, just didn't quite get the finish work.
And that one's into touch over the goal line. This will be a corner
Corner
for
kick upcoming for
Burnsville, their
First in the
first
game
of the
for the
match.
Blaze.
Here in minute number 24.
I have to say, I like to see Seehafer
Kick
attack
will be
that.
from the far side, moving over
To see Seehafer be aggressive. I mean, this Wildcat team needs players to step up and try to make things happen. And the fact that Seehafer was doing that, that's a very positive thing for this club, for this side as it wears on.
Ramos, left foot in swinger. I think it went off the head of a Burnsville teammate.
Goes out of bounds. Goal kick Wildcats.
Shot is well wide. Be a goal kick here for Rojas. He'll play one long and looking to connect. Katora on his horse. Wildcats need a spark here. Almost got it from Seehafer. Bray. Down near the corner, that one's going to be a throw. Seehafer's there. We'll see if he takes it. Oliat in the vicinity as well. Wendorf going to come up and take this one. Wendorf with the cross. Headed in the middle. Near side, that one's cleared by Burnsville. Nicely done. Tesdall.
Shot for John
Another field
Tesdall,
goal
number
for the
24,
Wildcats.
out of bounds. Goal kick Burnsville.
I'll tell you, the Wildcats, again,
Two substitutions for the Wildcats into the game.
I don't know
Kadir
how,
Hussein,
watching the
number 14.
Burnsville Blaze play
Felix
over
Smith,
the
number
first
3.
26 and change minutes of this game, Skip, how are these guys? I mean, this team does not look like a team that's still searching for its first win of the season.
Absolutely, yeah. They look poised, controlled, disciplined. However you want to compliment them on their play. It's been a good first 26 minutes here for Burnsville. Hasn't resulted in a lot of opportunities on the attacking third, but they're doing a nice job controlling the Wildcat offense.
In is Owen Gentilla, number 17.
Here they're looking to counterattack
For
far
the
side as that
Burnsville
ball's
Blaze into the game. Isaias Flores Miranda,
played to
number
the
18.
far touchline, kept in momentarily. But it will be a goal kick here for Eagan as they attempt to regroup and get their attack moving.
Cats need to do something to kind of light a fire. As you see, there have been a couple of substitutions as Smith and Hussein have checked in. Gentilla's slid back to a kind of a midfield position near Seehafer. But whatever's going on in the Eagan attack right now in terms of the attacking third, whether it's the 5 offside calls or something else, the Cats need to get some coordination in that attacking third.
Right now, they just need possession. Played off the knee of Hernandez. Another throw in here for Katora. Headed out by the Burnsville defense. Katora again. Hussein. Seehafer. Back to Smith. Now they go all the way back. Wendorf. This is Tesdall. Tilla. Wendorf up the far side. Hussein. Possession of their own here for the Wildcats. See if they can't find a way to penetrate that defense. Hard pass. Controlled. Katora has it. He has to go back. Galberry. Tesdall. Wendorf plays it long. Let's see if he's onside. The flag is not up. Defense in position. Being cleared in touch.
Something's got to change for the Wildcats. The Blaze are, as you said, they're poised, they're composed. They're not making a lot of mistakes. They're not
Substitution
not
for the
being out of
Wildcats.
position. They haven't really created much in the offensive end, certainly, other than the corner opportunities.
Number 5.
Eddie Katora checks back in the center forward, but something's got to change for the Wildcats because right now they're just not doing anything dangerous necessarily on the attacking end with any consistency.
And there they just played one to the middle, but no one home. Everyone was down deeper. This one is onside if he can get there. Unfortunately, Katora a few steps shy of that one, unable to reach it.
The emotional boost that the Blaze will receive if they somehow get into halftime either tied or even a goal ahead of the Wildcats will be immeasurable. Skip, the Wildcats have got to do something to grab this game by the throat.
Oh, and that one gets by Katora. Nice defense. Galberry. Tesdall.
There you go.
Galberry. Smith. 2 defenders. Steal it for Burnsville. Oh, right back. And Wildcat possession. Seehafer. Smith has it. Axelrod, someone on his back. Katora, good pressure here for Burnsville. Not forcing a turnover, but not allowing the Wildcats to get anything going. Here's one for Hussein, but unable to get there first. Near side. That one goes all the way back to Rojas.
Not a single foul called so far in this half, Skip. Unbelievable.
And it's not like he's swallowing his whistle. I mean, there really hasn't been anywhere I thought it should have been called. Oh, a nice aggressive play by Katora. If he can get there, he's got the angle. Defense catches up, but he still has possession. Plays it back. Oh, just too far outside the reach of Smith. Felix was moving as fast as he possibly could. Oh, and there's an errant pass. Unforced turnover by the Blaze. Gives the Wildcats an opportunity to throw this one in and
Colin Bray, number 8,
try to make something happen as Colin Bray checks back in.
Mason Axelrod, number 6.
Mason Axelrod gets a rest. He's been on the pitch the entire match so far. Katora can't beat his man one-on-one. It'll be another throw in here. This looks like Wendorf. Bray. Can't get a shot.
That first touch let him down. If he had struck that cleanly on his first touch, Skip, he might have had a chance to really load up the gun and put one on frame.
Nice patience defense by Katora as he almost gets beat, but he recovers. Smith can't get that one. Somehow getting by Bray as well, but can't get by Tesdall. This one's played long, onside, but into touch. Hussein was there, but that really need to be more down the touch line.
Really impressed with Hernandez from Burnsville and a couple of these other players that we'll call out when we have a chance, but they've done a nice job of connecting. They're doing a nice job of connecting their passes together. And I mean, we've played 33 minutes of soccer,
Substitutions, one
Skip,
for
and
each
I don't.
team.
Again,
The
we're
Wildcats
scoreless.
back in is Zan
I mean,
Oleoff,
the
number
Wildcats,
10.
I think, expected to
Going
come
out
into this
Smith,
game
number 3. The Burnsville
and
Blaze
have some
into the game,
offensive
Jaden
success. I'm not
Oponsky,
suggesting they were going to
number
score
7.
10 goals or anything in
Going
the first
out
half.
number 6,
Nothing of the sort.
Dilhan
But I
TK.
think they thought that they were going to have some more offensive success. Right now, they're searching for answers.
Yeah, it's almost like Eagan needs halftime to get here.
Oh, absolutely.
They need to get to halftime, talk things over, regroup, and come out strong in the second half. I thought we were going to have our first foul. We did not.
There it is.
There it is. That's a personal record. The 34th minute.
First foul of the game on the
34
Blaze.
minutes of varsity high school soccer between two, South suburban teams, and no fouls. Unbelievable.
Hussein worked hard, nearly got by his guy. Good defense there by Burnsville again. Kevin Couture will go over to throw this one in.
Yeah, it's A.J. Boyes, number 12 in the corner. He's done a nice job against several Wildcat players.
That one goes through on the ground. No blue jerseys anywhere near it. Tesdall might shoot this if he has a chance. Slide tackle clean. Quick restart. Well, I don't know why they whistle.
He called a foul against the Wildcats, their first of the game. He called a foul against the Wildcats, I guess, and was playing advantage. But I didn't see the arm up.
Wildcats,
And
free kick,
you've
Burnsville.
heard me say it before, Skip. It would really be nice if the refs would, consistently give us an advantage signal. They don't have to, but it sure would be nice for us up here in the booth.
Eagan trying to counterattack. They lose possession at midfield. Temporarily get it back and then give it back. Speed near side. That one's kept in, but well defended by Galberry. Opportunity here for Burnsville. Deep throw in Wildcat territory.
Not a single Blaze player in the 18. Maybe that's going to change now, but you would think that they'd want to load up a couple more players in there since they haven't been down here very much.
Here they feed this one across. Wendorf, nice job getting in position, heading that one out. Good clear by Wendorf. His first start of the season that I've witnessed. There was a road match that he started, and I'm unaware of that, but his first home start. Playing well the left back position. This one's onside. Couture has it, but he doesn't have a whole lot of teammates with him. A couple of defenders. He's going to bring it into the middle, looking for that shot. He gets one off, but too high. That's off the football.
Shot taken by Eddie
Crossbar.
Couture.
Into touch.
Is out of
Wildcats,
bounds. Goal kick
all their
Burnsville.
shots going high. I mean, we've seen a couple of field goals, a couple other really high ones. Limited opportunities to finish, but when you do get those chances, you need to put them on frame. I have White with 3 official saves. I know one was really good earlier. One gets away from Couture, but Galberry plays that one to the other Couture. He's got 2 defenders to beat. I'd like to see him get a passing option to that side. Wendorf, Couture. Turns it over. Saint pressured. Still controlled by Burnsville. Seem to have the Wildcat defenders a little confused here.
Come on, keep pressing.
Switch fields again.
Gotta say, Skip, this might be the best half of Burnsville soccer they've played all season. I wouldn't know because I've only seen this half, but I'll tell you, they've played some excellent football today here in this evening. And
you know, they certainly have not done enough to really
There are
merit.
2 minutes remaining in the
They haven't
first
done
half.
enough to
2
merit being
minutes.
ahead, but they certainly have done enough to merit not being behind.
This long ball, well timed for the Wildcats, but well defended by Burnsville. I mean, the good news, I suppose, is that the Wildcats have solved their offside problem, at least for the last 5 to 10 minutes. Unfortunately, has not resulted in any goals as of yet. This one played through on the ground. Played into touch, but it looks like they yielded a corner on that one.
Yeah, a little surprised that
And a referee
Hernandez
stops
went
the
down.
clock. Injury on the
He's
field.
limping off the field. I was surprised that there was not a foul called by the center referee
For Burnsville,
against the
back in the game,
Wildcats, but
Dilhan
instead the
TK, number
Wildcats
6,
enjoy a
going
corner
off. Number
now
5,
into
Randy
the last,
Hernandez.
almost the last minute of the first half. And this might be the last gasp
Corner
for the
kick for the
Wildcats to get on the
Wildcats
board
from the
before
far
halftime.
side.
Gentilla plays it short, easily played by the Burnsville front defender. Clearly not where Owen wanted that one to go.
Blaze have got to be excited about
1 minute remaining in
where
the
they
first
sit
half.
right now
1
in this
minute.
game. Wildcats, I have to say, Skip, my guess is pretty frustrated.
Oh, a nice pass in the middle. Gets away from Hussein. Wildcats down to 40 seconds here if they want to put something in the first half. They spin, earn another corner. A really nice play there.
Corner kick for the
Hussein's
Wildcats.
gonna
This is
take
their
this.
third. It's from the far side.
One's played high and short, headed in, but not a threat. And down to 15 seconds here for the Wildcats. Unlikely to get
10
a
seconds
shot,
remaining.
but we'll see if they get something
9,
from far out. Oh,
8,
here it is.
7,
A
6,
blast goes wide.
5, 4, 3, 2.
I like the shot.
One.
He made good contact with that. If that's on frame, that's going to be trouble for White. But
That
alas,
is
for
the
the
end of the
Wildcats,
first
it's
half.
not.
After
And
40
Skip, we
minutes of
find
play, the
ourselves
score, the Eagan Wildcats nothing,
scoreless
Burnsville
at
Blaze
halftime.
nothing.
Yeah,
After
that is a
intermission,
surprise. This is a
10
different,
minutes.
at least
The
a
concession
different
stand is
Burnsville
open
team
at the
than
south
we've
end
seen
of
from
Wildcat
past
Stadium,
years.
operated tonight by
We've
the
got a
High
game
School
here,
Players
folks.
Program.
It's
We
as
have a variety
my
of food snacks
broadcast
and
partner
beverages
Nathan
on
Cron said,
sale.
it is 0-0 going into the halftime break. We're going to take a break as well. You are watching boys varsity soccer here on Eagan TV.
Going from a 12 to 1,500 square foot Rambler house to 10,000 square feet here in the new art house. I am excited to just see people in this space.
We have a really wide variety of programs and classes here. We're very excited to be able to offer much more than we could before, which we're able to do now that the space is much larger and able to host more people.
I'm most excited to have a space for everybody in the community, whether a budding artist or an artist who has taken classes before and learning to hone their skills. This really just is a spot where we want the community to come, feel welcomed, and enjoy an art experience while they're here.
It only serves to make the community stronger to have these creative spaces, especially very dedicated ones like this. And I'm very excited to see more of the community come in and engage with this space and each other here.
Jason, let's go see your room.
We were inspired to build a new indoor playground because the old one was getting over 20 years old and we just needed a new place for the community and families to be able to bring their kiddos. The new space is actually a multi-level space. It's taller than the last one was, and it's very big, has open areas inside the playground itself. So if a parent needed to go up there, it's suitable for that. And it's soft and cozy and bright inside. We do offer a special right now for the month of August and September. We're doing $5 Fridays, and that includes use of our gymnasium as well. Spaces such as the Blast Indoor Playground really do serve our community. It's a great meeting spot to be able to have an indoor safe place to get together and play.
Been a treat to see the interest in girls flag. It's the first year, you know, it's exciting that we had so much ask from the girls to, hey, can I come play? Absolutely. We have about 45 girls on our roster right now.
I found out about the league from my coach, Carl. He was our weightlifting coach, so he kind of inspired me as well to come out and play.
In the league, we have over 51 teams. They started last year with the pilot program with 4, now it's 51, so it kind of boomed over a year.
They actually made the schedule around other sports. I know a lot of people, they do softball or track, so getting to play sport with them means a lot to me.
Scheduling was a struggle. We're a club sport technically, so we practice at 7 o'clock at night so girls can go compete in their other sports.
A lot of the successes as a team is just higher game IQ. So some girls came in not knowing anything about football, and now they have plays memorized.
Going into today's game, I felt nervous because I knew some of my friends and my family members were coming. Then I just got on the field and tried to do my best.
The NFL's involvement with the league has been so great. Minnesota Vikings, it wouldn't have ever gotten started without them. They run all the behind the scene things.
I just want to thank my teammates for having a fun day. I know it wasn't super successful, but we're working hard.
I'm proud of how far we came from last game to this game at home. Even though we lost, I think overall as a team we played better.
Being a part of something brand new is tough, but I think the girls are getting a lot of teamwork and a lot of different skills that they can utilize in their other sports too.
Hi, I'm Ryan Blaney, a third-generation race car driver, and we dedicate a lot of our time to going as fast as possible. But when my grandpa was diagnosed with Alzheimer's, it was a very unexpected bump in the road for us. It's important to notice if older family members are acting differently, experiencing problems with their memory, or having trouble with routine tasks. Early detection of Alzheimer's can give your family time to explore support services, make a plan for the future, and access available treatments. If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together.
I'm Mike McGuire. I'm an Eagan homeowner, and I also happen to be the mayor. We are installing a new roof today, and we decided to go with solar shingles to generate some solar energy for the house and offset some of our electricity costs.
Solar shingles are a photovoltaic technology that generate electricity. They function much like any rooftop solar panel that you may be familiar with. So they're super cool in that they generate electricity and they protect a home from the weather. So it's an awesome new technology that's available that offers a little bit more of an aesthetic appeal to homeowners that might not want a bulky solar panel on their roof.
So this is the Timberline solar shingle. This is the part of the shingle that gets nailed onto your roof. Just like a normal shingle would be attached, there's a nailing strip here and there's a sealant strip on the bottom of it. And then this part of the shingle produces electricity from solar. The nice thing with this is it decreases the amount of laborers that you have to have on your property when you're looking at getting a roof and solar at the same time. The roofing crew does the shingles and the roofing crew does the install of the solar shingles.
My understanding from our contractor is when they went into the city to get the permits. It was the first solar shingle installation that Eagan has seen, so we put the inspections department through their paces and got all the permits done. And so we're here at the exciting conclusion, installing our new solar shingled roof today.
Having solar shingles in Eagan is super exciting. This marks a really awesome milestone in our local climate work in the city, and it shows that our community and homeowners here are excited about renewable energy technology.
Emma, did you hear?
Todd's in the hospital.
Who's Todd? He got a collapsed lung from vaping. He thought it was cool.
Not cool.
Promise you won't vape, Emma. It can lead to a lifelong addiction, and we can't be friends if your lungs collapse.
Bogus.
Wacky sitcom teens aren't the best people to talk to your kid about vaping.
Hey, you got a minute?
You are. Start the conversation with your child about vaping today.
If you want to use that light.
Back to Wildcat Stadium here at Eagan High School. We are in a 0-0 tie, a surprise scoreless first half between the Burnsville Blaze and the Eagan Wildcats. My name is Skip Newton alongside Nathan Cron. Nathan, what are your thoughts on the first half?
Well, I have to say I'm surprised. I'm surprised at the quality that Burnsville has brought to this pitch tonight. They've done a great job of controlling the ball. I'm also surprised that the Wildcats have not found a way to be a little more creative or a little more effective in the attacking third. They clearly should, on paper and based on the results, they should be, comfortably ahead, or at least ahead in this game. They're not. That's a big credit to the Blaze, who have played a good game in the middle of the pitch. Remains to be seen whether they can play a good game in the attacking third of the pitch.
Gentilla had that one. It goes off the Blaze defender. Now it'll be a throw-in for Kevin Katora, far side. As Burnsville trying to keep this one out of harm's way, but they turn it right over. Bray in the middle, unfortunately gets up in the air, so he has to adjust. Brings it down, takes on a defender and loses it. That opportunity goes begging for the Wildcats. Now they have to regroup defensively, and it'll be a Burnsville throw.
Cats need to be very careful with the ball, because the Blaze have demonstrated that when they do have the ball, they are going to keep control of it. They've done a much better job of holding on to the ball for the most part than the Wildcats. And so Cats have got to be careful. If they give away the ball, they may not get it back right away.
Yeah, we've seen Burnsville with several, just periods of passing and maintaining possession, like you said. And that has to be frustrating to the Wildcats. Wildcats with 9 shots on goal in the first half to just 3 for Burnsville. Only 3 saves for the Burnsville keeper, Mike White, as many of those Wildcat shots were off target. However, 1 save was crucial, kept this game scoreless. Easily the best scoring chance for the Wildcats. Burnsville once again. Very clean first half. 1 foul called on both teams. And I believe is 34 minutes into the first half. I don't think we've ever seen that.
Nothing like it.
Trying to get that one to Oliot. He can't. Far side Blaze. deflected back out to the Burnsville defense. Katora, nice job shielding off his defender. He's got it 1-on-6 here. Patience, the better decision there as he gets some help. Far side cross, but no one's home. This one's played out dangerously. Left foot shot, and once again, Wildcats are high.
Okay, so positives there for Johnson. He hit it first touch. He hit it square. Negatives were he got under it, like you said, Skip, and we've seen that all night for the Wildcats. These guys are not getting their hips over the ball. They're not hitting a driven ball. They're scooping it a little bit, and that's not gonna. Oh, here's a turnover.
Oh, bad turnover. This is onside, an opportunity, and the finish is there. A huge turnover for Burnsville. I'm not sure what they were doing. The Wildcats have capitalized here in the 44th minute. They lead 1-0.
Zayan Oliat occupying the space in the middle. You know, again, he's not really even guarding anybody. He's just occupying space in the middle of the pitch, and he intercepts that clearance. So Oliat is going to get the assist. Katora with the goal, and White with his hands on his hips, frustrated. You could see him afterwards laying on the ground, very frustrated with that whole situation. Not sure if his eyes must have seen something that we didn't up here. He's clearly looking for a teammate, but it hit Zayan Oliat, and Oliat right back to Katora off the rebound, and the Cats are suddenly ahead.
Yeah, it's really quite remarkable given we had seen 40-plus minutes of basically flawless play from the back line of Burnsville. I mean, they did such a nice job of controlling things, keeping Eagan out of the middle, just making it really easy for Mike White. I mean, like we said, excuse me, not Mike White. Nick White. For him to play goalkeeper, and then this happens. I mean, just they got to be just beside themselves a little bit. But it's still only 1-0, and from a Burnsville perspective, it's like you have to be a goldfish. You have to forget about it and move on.
Yeah, the Blaze are still in this game. If they are able to, like you said, Skip, shake it off.
And I'm focusing a lot on the huge turnover by Burnsville and that impact on their psyche. But let's not discredit the Wildcats as well. They took advantage. I mean,
absolutely.
You have to finish that play, and they did. So maybe that'll light a spark under the Wildcats, and maybe things can open up and improve, from an offensive perspective for them as well.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that had not found the back of the net, Skip. I'm not sure what the Wildcat reaction would have been, and I don't think it would have been very positive.
Burnsville, plenty of time in the half to find that equalizer, but like I said, just 3 shots in the first half. 2 of which I remember, their first 2 were from very far out, absolutely no danger. So not a lot of good scoring chances for Burnsville up to this point. Wildcats, far side. Oh, a nice pass in the middle. That one's played into touch. This will result in a corner for Eagan. Their first of the second half, the 4th overall. Looks like Gentilla will take this. It'll be a right foot out swinger.
Kick is from the far side.
This one on the ground again, so that's the second time we've seen that. Gentilla still with possession here. Plays it hard on the ground, trying to get it in there. This one gets past White, saved by his defense.
Oh, brilliant play on the back line. That was a brilliant scramble.
Unable to get by his defender. Near side. Galberry. Oh, and there's going to be a foul called against the Blaze. First one of the second half.
Yeah, just a collision, not much in that, but I tell you, the Wildcats with a great opportunity to go up by 2 goals. As White had fumbled it away, I mean, he had a lot of traffic around him, but his defense came to his aid. Could not get the number, but it was brilliant, Skip, and those guys really should be proud of themselves.
So Tesdall's moved up. Gentilla takes this one, plays it deep from an angle, the shot and a goal!
Big John Tesdall on the volley with the right foot, steers that into the back of the net. He came forward. You always like it when your big center back can do something like that, your senior captain. And he cashes in for the Wildcats off a brilliant free kick by Gentilla. Right pace, right position, but just a great volley by Tesdall.
Ironically, I was going to say, before the kick, I was surprised that Tesdall wasn't the one taking it because I could see him trying to shoot and score from where that free kick was taken. Instead, he is on the receiving end and just an absolutely brilliant finish.
In the 48th minute, the time of the goal is 47 minutes.
I have to say, if you're a Wildcat fan,
Wildcats goal scored.
This seems like a return to normal programming. Unfortunately, if you're a Burnsville Blaze fan, it also seems like a return to normal programming. So despite the fact that the Blaze have played the Wildcats tough so far in this game, maybe some cracks now forming in some of that resolve.
Well, and as a fan, just a general fan of soccer, you know, a couple thoughts as we're watching the Blaze trying to, you know, put some pressure on. Here's a foul called there. You would have hated to have seen that one goal kind of be the difference. Like, okay, they kind of gave us that one. If they aren't able to get any goals, and if this ends up 2-0 or more, if Wildcats can score again, at least you can feel a little bit better. Like, okay, it wasn't that one, although being the first one is tough. That said, also from a general soccer fan, I mean, watching that set piece, I mean, that was just fun to watch. I mean, what a ball in by Gentilla, and again, a fantastic finish by Tesdall.
And White really didn't have a chance there.
No,
I mean, he had to cover so much of the goal. The defense was stuck a little bit for him, and so he really had to cover the whole goal. There was just no way he was going to get to it, and Tesdall struck it so cleanly. But I tell you, that is the kind of shot, Skip, and I'll say it this way, that's the kind of shot that section champions make. And I think that's the kind of play, the sequence of play that the Wildcats need if they're going, and need consistently if they're going to be great as they were last year.
Scoreless first half. 2 goals here in the first 8 minutes of the second half, and all of a sudden the Wildcats defending that 2-0 lead. Burnsville plays a good possession game, but does struggle to generate shots, and now they're going to have to take more chances, see if they can't put some pressure on Rojas, who has pretty much been asked to do very little. And the pressure by Katora forces an errant pass into touch. This will be a Wendorf throw. He's going to use Tesdall. Tesdall with a nice pass into the middle. Johnson to Bray. He's going to go far side. Katora. Oh, fed through. Oh, and just slipped on the turf. Oh, yeah, it went down. Bray, good defense, nice attack. I was going to say, I thought that went off Bray. Nice try, though. Nice defense again by Bray. Katora draws a defender, gets by the slide tackle. Second defender plays it into touch.
Cats really look like they're on the front foot, don't they, Skip?
Yeah, it feels like now the momentum is definitely in the favor of the boys in blue.
And the mojo has definitely seems to have shifted. I got to tell you, as much as we'd love to see all the players be able to get on the pitch tonight, I would love to see this group of players get a couple more.
Wendorf's ball finds its way to Katora. Again, a defender uses his shoulder to shield him off. He's still got the ball, possession, and they're going to call him for a foul.
Foul called on the Wildcats.
I have to admit, Skip, I probably would have blown a whistle there too. I think Couture's. I think it was the extended arm, right? I think a shoulder challenge from Couture there is fine, but I think he extended the arm, and I think with a little extra force, and I think the referee's going to say, you know what, we're not going to let you do that. If you're in a scoring position, make it happen without using the extended arm.
Yeah, I had no problem with that call. Here come the Wildcats. They play this one through, and the offside flag is returned to our match. We saw 5 of those in the first half on the Wildcats, 4 like in the first 13 minutes.
And that's number 6. What do you think the over-under is for the rest of the game?
I think they got a couple more in them, maybe 2.5.
Yeah, I was going to say 2.5 more, maybe.
This one's not offside. This is a opportunity here for Burnsville, and I believe they have earned their first corner of the second half.
Well, the referee, I thought it was his corner too.
Goal kick for the Wildcats. 2 substitutions for the Wildcats.
The assistant referee on this near side ran to the corner flag like as if it were a corner. But the center referee says, not so fast, my friend.
Number 17, Eddie Katora, number 16.
Very interesting there. I agree with you. I thought the Blaze had earned a corner.
Once again, everyone watching boys varsity soccer, South Suburban Conference. Burnsville Blaze, Eagan Wildcats here at Wildcat Stadium right here on Eagan TV. And we'll be back for a boys match this Saturday. Just one match on Saturday, if I'm correct, at 11 o'clock.
That is correct. Boys take on the Minnetonka Skippers, which should be quite the game between these two sides, although I'll tell you, if the Wildcats that played in the first half, whoa, look out. I think Wendorf's rightfully aggrieved there. I'm not sure I think the referee needed to blow his whistle there. So I was going to finish my thought. If the Wildcats who played in the first half show up, it could be a rough day. If the Wildcats from the second half show up, it could be quite the match.
And we have a waggle of the flag on the far side, indicating a foul.
Foul called on the Blaze. Free kick, Wildcats.
Another set-piece opportunity here for Eagan. We'll see who's going to take this one. Tying his boot is Zayan Oliat.
I'd like to see a big blue presence on the back post. This has back post header, back post scramble written all over it.
Ball's played into the middle. White can't get there. Wildcats battling, and now we're going to have a foul called on Bray against White.
Foul on the Wildcats. Center referee stopping the clock.
So foul on the foul on the Wildcats. No question, no problem with that call at all. Center referee checking with the assistant referee. Not sure if he's asking if that was bookable or not, or what he was thinking there, but in any event, we play on.
Oh, another near turnover. That's what produced the Wildcats' first goal. And another foul.
Foul on the Wildcats.
That was foul-less as the first half was. We're going the opposite direction. Not only are we getting more goals, but we're also getting a lot more fouls.
Long ball. Tesdal is going to win that one. Played perfectly. Turns it right around. This is Johnson.
Tesdal so fast, so smooth. Usually players of his size and stature can look a bit ungainly or perhaps a bit uncoordinated, but he is so coordinated, so smooth. He makes it look so easy, doesn't he, Skip?
Yes, he does. Bray is going to play this one long. He's got Johnson, brings it down. Oh, and he lost his footing. I think he knew exactly what he wanted to do with that. Just couldn't quite keep his footing. Yet comes out with that one. Axelrod. Tesdall. Galberry. Oliat can't get that through ball, find its target. Burnsville with possession. They turn it right over. Bray. Nice pass. See if they can get the cross they're looking for. Play to the middle. Looking to shoot. He's got left foot if he wants. Plays near side. This is Johnson. He'll go left foot, far post, and in the corner! A brilliant shot! That's number 9. Graham Johnson with the 3rd goal for the Wildcats. They take a 3-0 lead.
That was an absolute thunder strike. I mean, absolute. I mean, it was left foot, struck cleanly in the corner. White had no chance at that, Skip. And in the 57th minute, Johnson gives the Wildcats something of a comfortable margin at 3 goals. Holy cow, was that a strike.
Yeah, we talked earlier about the Wildcats getting under the ball, kicking a lot of them up, through the uprights, over the net. They have solved that problem here in this time frame with 3 finishes. That one, an absolute cannon of a shot. The upper 90, far side. Graham Johnson, with authority, will get the official assist on that soon. Zayon Oliat's going to get credit for that assist. He had a left foot shot from the middle and he chose to pass that.
Johnson, the assist, number 10, Zayon Oliat, in the 57th minute.
You like to see that from Oliat. Obviously, we know he can score. He's one of the leading scorers for this team, but the ability to create, ability to give your teammates great shots. And that time, to Johnson's credit, he rewarded him. I mean, if you're going to pass me the ball, then I better put it on frame and I better make it look good, and he did. Man, was that a beautiful goal. So that's 2. I have to say, Skip, the first goal was a bit of a miscue from the Burnsville defense, but the last 2 goals for these Wildcats have been things of, I think if you're a neutral play, if you're a neutral, you look at it and go, that's just pretty football.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun to watch, and there's a aggressive tackle from behind. That's going to result in just a foul. Just a foul, no card.
Thought the referee might, that would be a situation where the referee might not be in a bad position to say, you know what, I'm going to book somebody here to just keep control on this game. There may be some righteous frustration on the Burnsville part. They played tough and they've played well so long, and now they look at the scoreboard and say, now we're up against it.
Oliat plays it in, that header just wide. I believe that was Axelrod.
Either Axelrod or Johnson. Couldn't quite tell myself. Yeah, you're right, it was Axelrod. 6 and 9 look. Yeah, they're kind of similar from up here.
Right, and they're both similar frame as well. So
similar hair color. Can somebody go back to being bleached blonde, please?
Just one of you, though?
Yes, just one of you, though, not both of you.
We'll reintroduce Zach Rojas to the viewers as he's still back in net. It's been a while since we've mentioned his name.
Has not had a lot to do here in this second half, no question about that, Skip.
Coming up on the 1 hour mark. 20 minutes to go. Wildcats putting on the pressure relentlessly here in the second half. Long ball cross, too long, into touch. Nathan, who do we have with this awesome Eagan TV crew here with us?
Our executive, thank you. I want to say thanks to our ETV crew. We have executive producer Josh Sibley, our director is Jared Greenberg, and our camera work is being provided tonight by Carter Bain. Thank you for making us look and sound so good here at Wildcat Stadium. You guys are really a big asset to the community of Eagan. Everywhere, almost everywhere we go around here, when we hear about ETV and sports and stuff, we hear compliments about our coverage. We want to say thank you to all those who do watch us, whether you're watching from Eagan, Burnsville, Aberdeen, South Dakota, Knoxville, Tennessee, or parts unknown. Thanks for joining us on Eagan TV.
Right foot corner. Oh, a nice play by White. Snagging that one at its high point. Yeah, to finish that point, I've had more than one person say that, you know, these broadcasts, they look and they sound so good. They really just talk about the quality. It's like, I can't believe I'm watching a high school game. And that means a lot, I know, to me, but really is a credit to the Eagan TV. Eagan being patient, possessing. Took his eye off that one, did Wendorf. Learning opportunity there for the
back end is Isaias Flores,
9th grade starter at left back.
Challenging to be a freshman, not on the roster to start the season, but getting time now as the season has worn on. But that's quite the challenge for the young man coming in and say, oh, so hey, we need you to play outside back for this team that, oh yeah, we won the state tournament won the state championship last year, and you're going to be playing next to John Tesdall, who's probably going to be an all-state player this year. No pressure.
Yeah, exactly. And you know, when you're that young as well, you're going against players that are just filled out more. I mean, you're going to go against juniors and seniors, and they're bigger and thicker, and he's probably going to be dealing with a size disadvantage for, you know, most, if not all, of his matchups. That's a lot of pressure, and so far, completely up to the task. The more he plays, hopefully, the more confidence he gets.
Well, it creates depth for this Wildcat squad. I mean, I have to imagine at some point this year, if already it hasn't happened, as we see there, a foul against the Blaze. And those fouls are starting to stack up there. It's their 5th in this half alone, 6 overall in the game. But I mean, I imagine there will be some injuries as this team finishes the season, as they go through the section playoffs, you know, whether they're serious injuries or just, you know, niggling kinds of things. And somehow someone's going to have to step up. Check it, that was a foul against the Wildcats. I made a mistake. Referee signaled the wrong way.
No, an opportunity there for Burnsville. I thought they kept it in. Oh, now the flag
goes up. Goal kick, Wildcats.
I thought maybe he waited till it was kicked to drift behind that last defender, but kind of a late flag by the AR on this side.
Andrew Simonson, number 25 there, battling for the Wildcats. He's checked in.
Schifra as well. Let's see, Seehafer also checked in far side.
Lincoln Axelrod, number 4 on the pitch as well. And a foul here, and we are going to have a yellow card. Referee says stop the clock.
Clock is stopped.
Ref digging around for that yellow card, and we will have a yellow card caution against Burnsville's number 6. That's Dylan TK.
That'll result in a
time of the yellow card is 64:07. It's a yellow card caution on Burnsville's number 6, Dilhan TK, at 64:07.
Wildcat boys and girls booster clubs would like to thank their platinum sponsors, 401k Plan Professionals, and Sari's Mediterranean Grill and Lounge, the Eagan Hockey Association, Hy-Vee, Itasca Wealth, John and Melanie Willie of the Willie team of Edina Realty, Neb Doctors, Pablo and Don Borian, the Realtor team of Twin Cities Orthopedics, and Wave Soccer Club. Thanks for doing all you do for Eagan soccer.
For Burnsville,
as the substitution still getting on the field, that's the delay. So, of course, in high school, whenever you receive a yellow card caution, you have to leave the field.
Free kick Wildcats.
Tesdahl ready to take this one. See how far he puts this one. Kicked it from the 30 of the football field down to almost the 10, so almost a 60-yard boot. Wildcats, 3 goals all here in the second half. A couple of very, very pretty goals scored on the last 2.
It's going to go into touch, and with that, the Wildcat Booster Clubs would like to thank their gold sponsors, Acme Tools, Carbonis of Eagan, Rami Corman, and Coldwell Banker, Cornerstone Chiropractic, the Eagan Football Booster Club, the Ladder Crew, Escape With Us Vacations, Park Dental, Eagan, Raising Cane, Salvo Soccer Club, Teresa's Mexican Restaurant, The Proper Culture, and the Urgency Room. Thank you so much for your support of Wildcat Soccer.
Meanwhile, Burnsville controlling near side, finally switch fields.
Oh, that's a great ball, Skip. That was a great ball.
Into the middle, still controlling, but no shots as of yet. Tried to break down with the dribble, but just too many blue jerseys there.
Good to see the fact that the Wildcats, despite the fact that they have started to become more offensively sound in terms of, I should say offensively effective. Good to see that they're not neglecting their defensive responsibilities. We've seen games like this, Skip. I think you and I have been on the call enough times when we've seen situations like this where the team starts scoring goals and all of a sudden they forget to play defense.
Yeah, we've definitely seen that, and this is going to be an opportunity on that misplay, but Nick White doing a nice job coming off his line. Unable to keep it in as Burnsville. This will be a
Substitution for
throw near side.
Back into the game is Felix Smith, number 3.
Felix Smith going to check back in for the Wildcats.
Schifra, number 5.
Schifra getting a break. Kai Wendorf will throw it in near side. Axelrod plays that one back. Colberry. Far side gets around offender. The cross into touch. Goal kick.
And if anybody's wondering, Hannon Axelrod, number 7 for the Wildcats. We've seen him on the pitch do some really nice things this year. He is over in street clothes on the bench, so we wish him a speedy recovery. Don't know the extent of his injuries, but obviously would love to be out there playing with the rest of the guys.
Could be part of the explanation why Wendorf getting his opportunity is he's filling in for
That's right.
Hannon, where he's been playing at left back.
Really like still how Burnsville is keeping their shape. They're staying spread out. If you can see on TV, and you can see when they're doing things off camera, I can see them from the commentator's booth. They're doing a nice job, Skip, of keeping their shape and spreading out and really still trying to give themselves an opportunity to be offensive.
As they bring the ball into the Eagan half and immediately turn it over. That was the Lincoln Axelrod. Tesdahl played one long but low, and that was deflected, and he eventually ending up with the Burnsville back line. Long ball near side.
That's a nice touch by the Burnsville player.
And then a errant pass. Wendorf throw.
Yeah, just unlucky there for Burnsville that they're not able to connect on a few of those. Fortunate for the Wildcats. Seems like the Blaze maybe just need to be a little more direct, and they've done a good job of controlling the ball. You mentioned how the Wildcats were originally playing very direct and being caught offside because of it, Skip. maybe the Blaze need to have a little more of that in their game.
Yeah, I think that's the next step in the development is, you know, they've clearly worked on and gotten better at the possession. We've seen that displayed many times throughout this match, especially in the first half, where they really controlled the ball quite well. Now it's how do you turn that into scoring opportunities? How do you break down the defense in the attacking third? And you have to mix in some of the long balls with some of the possession as well. What do we have here? A bad throw?
Don't know if it's a bad throw or a foul. If John Tesdall was called for a foul throw, I think he stepped over the line. I think he stepped over the line. No, they did call a foul.
Okay.
They did call a foul.
Wildcats free kick.
Now was that Eagan's fifth?
Fifth of this half, yep.
Okay.
On the kick, Brian Ramos.
So great opportunity here for Ramos to put this one in a dangerous place.
Oh, he's putting it on goal. That's a dangerous place.
That is a dangerous place, and that goes behind for a corner. That was a
Brian
brilliant
Ramos,
shot.
Yes, it was. I think it might have caught Rojas a little off guard. I don't think he was expecting a shot, and all of a sudden he realized I need to go up and make a play here. Fortunately, he did. He got a hand on it.
Cats desperate to keep a clean sheet here.
9.5 to go. They play it short on the ground. This one's chipped in from another angle. No Burnsville player in the vicinity as the Wildcats are going to track this one down and then play it up outside the reach of their forward. So right back to the Burnsville attack.
I have to say I like the way that they worked that corner, however. It was kind of a variation on a short corner skip, and it did create a nice cross that, unfortunately for the Blaze, no one able to get to. I mean, how many times, as a former soccer parent yourself, how many times do you see teams work some sort of special short corner and the chance just disappears and you say to yourself, oh, guys, oh, kids.
Just put it in front of the goal.
Put it in front of the goal.
Yes. Too many to count
yes,
over
too
the
many
years.
to count. Yes, that's
but
right.
That was really well done by Burnsville. I mean, it was just a perfect pass on the ground and then a one-touch cross.
It's indefensible. You can't defend against that.
Oh, nice long ball there, but as usual, Tesdall responds and is up to the challenge. Of course, with a 3-0 lead, able to play that into touch as frequently as he wants. So when we have a Burnsville player that looked like he just caught a foot on the shin or something. I believe that's can't quite get that number, but
yeah, these Burnsville numbers, the yellow on white is
brutal.
Is pretty rough. I don't think we can tell from the front of the player. I don't think you can really even read the numbers. And on the back, there are a few that are easily legible, but some of them all look the same.
Wendorf had that long ball measured, but right down to a Burnsville player who took a shot, but it was blocked. Just their second shot of the half. The first one coming on that sneaky free kick from just about a minute ago. Burnsville getting some play, though, in the attacking third here.
Yes, Lincoln.
Cats need to lock down these Blaze.
There's another shot. Rojas right in perfect position.
The ultimate issue of who's going to win or lose the soccer game may already be decided, but keeping a clean sheet against the Blaze, very important for these Wildcats. When you're talking about voting and rankings and
substitution for the Wildcats back into the
other
game.
mathematical computations that go into, are you a 1-seeder, a 2-seeder, a 4-seeder, or things like that. You've got to win, but you've got to win the right way. And I know that sounds a bit silly, but folks, they've been doing it in college football for years, so we are where we're at.
Good physical play there by Simonson.
Simonson's that was pretty stout.
Tesdall.
I like that Simonson was being stout. I'll tell you, Skip, from time to time, being a relatively new player.
Axelrod fired that one. Shot is blocked. Not sure what you have for overall shots this half for the Wildcats. I think I've got around 8, but that's definitely unofficial.
Yeah, I had 6, but I'm stingy.
We'll call it 7.
Call it 7. Well, it's interesting. I mean, the shots on goal issue, you know, I look at it as, honestly, I kind of look at it as like hockey, right? Where if it's not going to go in but for the keeper doing something, then I'm not going to count it as a shot on goal. And if it gets blocked, let's say it gets blocked 5 yards, let's say you're on the 20-yard line, football 20-yard line, so you're 30 yards out, you hammer it towards Rojas, but Tesdal or Galbari or whoever steps in front of it, is that a shot on goal? Even though it will only say 5 or 6 yards? I don't know. Or a shot, I should say. Is it even a shot? I don't know.
Smith and Axelrod trying to work together, advance that one forward. That gets shut down by Burnsville's defense. Nice poke away there, but Burnsville recovers. Wendorf played that one off of Burnsville player. Simonson over to apply pressure, but off his chest and into touch.
2 substitutions for Burnsville into the game.
Halted for a couple of substitutions here for the Blaze.
Also into the game is Alex.
To finish a thought on Simonson earlier, you know, we've seen him play a fair amount for this team, you know, off the bench. But the one thing this team does not have, really, is it doesn't have what I would describe as a physical enforcer, right? It doesn't have that guy who's going to throw his body around and win shoulder challenge, hard shoulder challenge after hard shoulder challenge. You know, if Simonson kind of becomes that guy, that may be a really good thing for this team.
Yeah, I think Tesdal, oh, a nice cross. This one's headed, but that one's wide. But I think Tesdal has the ability and the size to do it, but
certainly can.
He can't as a center back.
No.
You start throwing your weight around back there, and you're going to be giving up a lot of penalties.
Yeah, absolutely. No, you're absolutely right. If Tesdal was playing it as a center defensive mid, I mean, last year's team had Miklo Jones and Blake Prouty as their starting center defensive mids. And those guys both, Jones in particular, loved just throwing his body around and cracking people. And it was very successful.
Oh, a nice through ball, just didn't come off. But I like the timing. Like the look there by the Wildcats. Nice to see them trying to connect in that attacking third with some players that don't get a lot of time. Here's Axelrod again. And that's Lincoln Axelrod. Hannon unable to play. Of course, Mason, one of the starters.
Cats could use one more, Skip. They could use one more. I know that, you know, look, not saying they need to run it up or anything like that, but from a mojo standpoint, getting one more would be kind of nice.
That one's chipped up just a little far, so it'll be faked back to the goalkeeper, White. Lincoln doing a nice job pressuring, but lost that 1-on-2 battle. Simonson. Hussein. That one's passed Mason a couple of times, going different directions.
There are 2 minutes remaining in the second
Notice
half.
these Wildcats really love to take that ball and hop over it and let it run under their legs. It seems like they do that a lot.
Lincoln cross is deflected. Simonson has to jump up to play that one off the bounce. Tough play there for Simonson. Oh, some good hustle here. Wildcats now just showing effort. Hussein from an angle, brings it in. Trying to get to it right, cuts back left, brings it in close, high shot, saved by White.
I have to say, I was second guessing Hussein bringing that in and trying to bring that in as tight as he did. He ended up getting a great shot that required a great save, but I thought he should have taken that shot right away.
Yeah, he almost top shelf that one. I mean, that was a really nice save by White. So we're going to get a corner from the near side.
Corner kick for the Wildcats.
Trying to see who's going down there.
It's from the near side.
Take that one.
It's number 9 for the Wildcats.
That one's cleared out with a head by the defense, but not all the way out. An opportunity here for the Wildcats if they can get control. Lincoln. Into the middle. Shot. Looks like that was deflected. Which means another corner.
In the second half, 1 minute.
So it'll be Johnson again. Johnson with a goal tonight. The 3rd goal for the Wildcats. An absolute rifle blast with his left foot. This will be an in-swinger, long corner.
Graham Johnson, number 9 on that kick.
Another corner.
That one was headed to the other side by the defense. So, yeah, corner from the far side. This is the 5th of the half, the 8th of the match for the Wildcats.
And surely the last gasp here for the match.
It is taken. It is cleared.
10 seconds
that
remaining.
will
9,
likely
8, 7,
end
6,
the scoring
5,
for this evening.
4, 3,
a first
2,
half that had us
1.
wondering what was going to happen in the second half. The answer was the Wildcats came out and took care of business.
They did, and that's precisely what you want a team that has designs on section championship to do. Coming out and making sure they take care of, as you say, take care of business, do what they're supposed to do. A few worrying signs perhaps in that first half about being able to make connections, allowing Burnsville just too much possession. But in the end, the Wildcats did what they were, they did what they had to do. The first goal was a miscue by the defense. The second 2 goals were absolutely sublime. Nice quality goals that, when the kids go back and watch these things afterwards in the evenings, after they get home at night, they're going to fast forward to minute, 58 or 47 or whatever it is, and they're going to really enjoy it.
Yeah, absolutely. The 44th minute, that miscue, the turnover by Burnsville, the first goal scored by Eddie Katora, the assist going to number 10, Zayan Oliat. Then in the 48th minute, a brilliant goal. It was a free kick delivered by Owen Gentilla, got the assist, one touched in, Jonathan Tesdall, just an awesome finish. And then in minute number 57, the final goal number 3, Graham Johnson, an absolute blast, another assist to Zayan Oliat. That is the final score here from Wildcat Stadium at Eagan High School. The Eagan Wildcats 3, the Burnsville Blaze 0. The clean sheet for the Wildcats. For Nathan Cron, my name is Skip Newton. Thank you so much for watching Wildcat Soccer here on Eagan TV. We wish all of you a very wonderful evening. So long, everyone.